I had a question from a student about this problem, and it's from your Chapter 22 homework also, and it's number, I'm not sure what number it is. I think it's number 10 or 11 in the problems. This is similar to the other one that I spoke to you about in the short little video and worked through the whole problem. If you notice here, if you click on this icon and over here again, you have the ability to open this up into StatCrunch. Okay, and then it'll come in just like you've had before. Just take a minute to launch here. And it'll come in just like the table. And as we did before, we're going to go Stat, Tables, Contingency, with Summary. We're going to identify the columns. This is the older version of StatCrunch in case it looks different from what you usually see. But it does the same thing. And then here's the row labels here. And then for instance, now what I want to point out is if we do the expected cell count, which this problem is asking for, if you notice in the instructions for the problem, let me pull this over here, it asks you to round to 2 decimal places, okay? For some reason, StatCrunch is not doing that. It's not giving very many decimals. This number, for instance, does have decimals after it. So to calculate this number, for instance, I would take, let me pull out my little calculator here. I would do, so I would take this number here, oops, helps to put the number in right, 3408 times 3301 equals, and then we divide by the overall, 4483. Okay, so it's 2509 point, and they want it 2 decimals, so this one would go in as 0.44. So 2509.44. So unfortunately, let me pull up the StatCrunch again, you're going to have to go ahead on this problem to redo these expected cell counts. So for instance, this one here is going to be, is my calculator still here? Here it is. This one's going to be right here for this cell. So 3408 times this column, 1182 equals, and then I'm going to divide by the total, 4483 equals, and so it's 898 point, and they want 2 decimals, so it's going to be 0.56. So 898.56. So again, I apologize. I'm not sure why StatCrunch is rounding these off, but the nice thing about setting up the table this way is you'll have some idea if you're in the ballpark of where the number should be. So for you to get these correct in the homework, you're going to have to go ahead and just redo the calculations so you can get the second decimal place. The rest of the questions in this problem you can handle right from here. If I go back and edit, they're going to ask you later what the chi-square is. So if I go get the chi-square right here, actually it was already there, I already had it. Here's the chi-square down here, and it also asks for the degrees of freedom. So the only thing you're going to have to work on is this expected cell count here to redo it so that you get the 2 decimals. So I hope this will help you on working this problem, and this may apply to other problems in this section, and I'm sorry I didn't realize they weren't going to give enough decimals to match the way the question's being asked in mystatlab.